Guten Tag, hier ist der Nachtanwalt. War 2 of Season 26, where we are fighting Russian pro team. So like always, we'll start scouting out the map. The global is protect, like always. And for this war, like the last war, I will be going on path 5 in section 1, fighting Hitmonkey and Mordo, as well as the shared mini, the Nick Fury, with steady build up Fury, heavy hitter and power alternator, and then go on to section 2 where I fight Magneto on node 24, Burden of Might and EMP modification, as well as the Killmonger on path 1, Vigor and Indomitable, Hyperion on Buffet and Lionheart, and Stealth Suit Spidey on combat power rate. And yeah, that's gonna be my contribution to this war, so 7 fights like the last war. And for my team, I will be going in with the same team like last war. My boy Warlock, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Human Torch for the Mystic defenders. So yeah, path 5 in section 1 and 2 is the Ebb and Flow node. On section 1 it's Ebb and Flow Knockdown, in section 2 it's Ebb and Flow Intercept, and that means that you need to, for section 1, knock down the opponent to get a Fury passive buff, or Fury passive, which increase your damage, otherwise you do 60% less damage, which wouldn't be that big of a problem with Hitmonkey, because you usually don't down Hitmonkey. You could do this fight without knocking him down, because he's got a really small health boost. He only got 95k health, but yeah, still knock him down. It just goes faster, and you guys know me, I like to finish off my fights fast, because then the margin for error is just smaller. And yeah, the most important thing, like I always say, is not to die in Alliance War. So yeah, SB2, I wanted him to throw his SB1 so that I don't have to bait it, then wait out his modis, and before the Ebb and Flow node comes back, do another big SB2 and finish him. I used a power back boost like you saw there. One reason was because I will take that Nick Fury, and it was expiring, so otherwise I probably wouldn't have used it. But yeah, it was nice, so I got back to an SB2, and that finished off the fight way faster. So the next fight is going to be Mordo on Ebb and Flow Knockdown, which is actually a pretty good placement, because at least with Human Torch you can't parry and then hit him, because you will get astral evaded, which means for me only intercept or knock him down with a special, but he also has heavy hitters, so yeah, it's not that easy to find openings. Also, he turtles up if he gets his power gain buff. So yeah, it's just a fight where you need to be a little more careful. I like to just bait his SP, that gives me an opening, and then do my SP1. Then got the Fury, bait another SP1, go in with a full combo. He turtles in the corner, does his heavy attack, unfortunately, but no worries. Bait his SP2. Do my SB1, knock him down again, bait his SB1, so you see it's always the same. He doesn't want to throw it, he's in the corner, getting power, so I can knock him down with my heavy attack, and yeah, just one more combo, and he goes down. So yeah, it's pretty good placement, I think, but at least with Human Torch, not too bad, or especially with a champ who could parry Mordo, that fight would be great. For example, Archangel with the long reach of his heavy can parry him, or yeah, Infinity Iron Man. A lot of different champs can parry him, but none of them I usually bring to war. So the next fight is gonna be Nick Fury on heavy hitter, power alternator, and I did underestimate this fight heavily, which you will see. Cosmic Ghost Rider is not a great option. He's not the worst option. I mean, he's bleed immune. He's doing a lot of damage, but yeah, the first life is not the problem. The second life is the problem with heavy hitter. You need to intercept him, and yeah, you will see what happens. Also, power alternator, yeah, can be tricky. Like you see there, don't really get to my SB2 there. I got to my SB2, now I need to bait his SB2. Finally through it. Now I can get him to his second life. Finally. But yeah, now the fun begins. So heavy hitter means I can't charge in after his heavy attack. So I gotta intercept him, but first need to bait his SP1, otherwise he would just hit it in my face. But yeah, I'm getting close to the wall. He's doing his heavy attack, can't really do something. Throw my SP1 while he did his heavy, which means he still has an opening and charges in. He does his heavy again. I do my SP1 again because I'm not good at dexing his heavy at the wall. And he hits me and I go down. First death of the season, and a pretty stupid death, if I might add. Yeah, I was pretty pissed. Wasn't played that well. Should have just intercepted him, or intercepted him with a special attack while he was not throwing his heavy attack. But yeah, I freaked while I was in the corner and basically haven't had any health left. Yeah, went in with Warlock, went into his heavy. Now I gotta intercept him. Finally got the intercept, and he goes down. But yeah, if I ever have to take this fight again, gotta do it smarter. So yeah, it was was not that close of a war. We were losing at this point pretty substantially. They only died one time. We died 7 times. So yeah, if we wanted to win this war, we would, yeah, we had to play a lot better, a lot better. So yeah, I still had 4 fights, all in a row now. So that means healing up Torch again. Torch is a really good counter for Magneto because of his energy attacks. I do not have my pre-fight anymore, but it's not too bad. On this note, the only really important thing to keep in mind is not to use too many buffs. For me in this fight, dexterity. And if you can prevent him from throwing a lot of specials, that's good, because otherwise you'll get that shock from using dexterity, from the EMP modification node. But yeah, you see just parry, 3-hit combo, medium, light, medium, and I don't need my pre-fight. I incinerate and Nova Flame him a lot. Now he's already down to 40%, but unfortunately he did his special, so I got 3 shocks on me, which are ticking me down pretty fast, but it's not too bad. He's already down to 15%, I'm still at 50. Take the SP2 on the block, don't want to risk it. Could afford it at this point, and he goes down. So yeah, wasn't the cleanest fight, but was pretty safe, I would say. So go on to path 1 in section 2 now. First fight is going to be Killmonger on the Vigor and Indomitable node. Killmonger is a good defender, but he's wasted on this node. Like basically every champ, especially for me with Cosmic Ghost Rider, it's a really easy fight. Got a nice intercept there in the beginning, then just get to my SB2, and that should basically finish the fight. Do my heavy attack, parry, 1 hit, SB2, and he's already down to 33%, parry, and then with the armor breaks, 1 combo. It was That's 60,000 hits. 60, excuse me, 60,000 damage via 3 hits. So yeah, pretty awesome. And now the next fight is Hyperion on Lionheart and Buffet. It's a okay-ish placement, I would say. Hyperion is a large champ, so Protect comes into play. Yeah, I didn't want to use an invulnerability boost, that's why I used a special attack 3 boost, so his special attack damage is reduced by 33%, and yeah, then just try to bait as many SPs as possible and get him infected so he doesn't regenerate like he just did there. But yeah, it's not that easy if you don't parry his specials, or at least the first part of his special one, to get him infected in time. But at least he's throwing his specials, so I don't have to worry about if this fight takes 3 or 4 minutes. That's okay. But yeah, not with Warlock boosts and suicides, it won't. But yeah, he's infected, just need to bait his SP. He's not throwing it, but it's not too bad. Down to 6%. 2 more hits and he goes down. Warlock is just a beast. And now one last fight for me and for Warlock. Stealth Suit Spider-Man on that shared mini-nose, strike counter, combat power rate, as well as Buffet. And yeah, it's if you can parry an evading opponent with Warlock, it's also a very easy fight, because his heavy attack is so fast, it crits a lot of times and it puts a pretty substantial bleed on the opponent. So yeah, Spidey doesn't really have a lot of health, so yeah, I think 10 heavy attacks maybe. I mean, you gotta be careful to get the parry, not to get hit. If he hits you, he will do a lot of damage to you. But yeah, if you don't get hit, it's a really easy fight. You see me doing 8 heavy attacks, he's already down to 25%. Not even a minute into the fight, 9 heavy attacks, 10 heavy attacks, and he just ticks down. Yes, did not even need the 11th one. But yeah, that was the end of my contribution to the war and to the war in general. We actually managed to win it. It was pretty close, but we did a really good job in the end there. So yeah, won the second war of the season as well, which is awesome. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on my next video. Take care.